Alright, we are talking about relative extrema. So I have the function f of x equal x squared plus 2x minus 1. Went ahead and graphed it out so we can kind of take a look at the picture. This point right here on the graph is what we're going to be trying to find. And of course we can tell by just looking at this graph, right, graphically about where that point's located. And we can then also tell the function must be decreasing from negative infinity up to whatever this x value is up here. It looks like -1, but I guess probably maybe that's what it is, and I'm not exactly sure what that is. It might be -2. But we could say that this function is decreasing from negative infinity, right? And these are the x values I'm talking about here, from negative infinity up to -1, and then the function is increasing from -1 to positive infinity. Well, let's look at the math. So we've taken the derivative and we get 2x plus 2, and then we take the derivative, set it equal to 0, and then solve for x, and we do get x equals -1. Therefore -1 is our critical number. Now I've got this graphed out here. Remember we put -1 here as the critical number, and then we pick a test point like -2, and then positive 0, -1, and then our other test point over here to the right is 0. So we want to take -2, plug it into the derivative, and this indicates that the number we get out is going to be negative, and we plug 0 in, we're going to get a positive. So remember, this line right here doesn't really indicate the actual slope of the tangent line, other than it's decreasing. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's go down and look at the math. I've plugged -2 into the derivative, and I get a -2 out. And remember, we're just interested in whether this is positive or negative, and it's negative, therefore we know that the function is decreasing. Then I plugged in our other test point, which is 0, into the derivative, and we get a positive number out, so we know that the function is increasing. I went ahead and plugged -1 here actually into the function itself to find the y value. Now let me just say something which I may have not have said already. -1, remember, is our critical number, and -2 is called our critical value. So now that we know where the point's actually located, let's look at how that's stated. So our maximum here is occurring at -1, -2, and the function is decreasing from negative infinity to -1 and increasing from -1 to infinity.